Guys, today I've got a little amplifier demo for you, and I don't mean that the demo is little, I mean that the amp is little. Look at this thing. Alright guys, so we've got a 20-watt amplifier here with a small footprint and a very small price tag. Great combination. So this is the Valeton TAR-20G Asphalt mini amplifier. Now, don't ask me about the name, but I can tell you about the amplifier itself and the fact that this is a shockingly beautiful sounding little amplifier. Now first of all, let's just look at it. So obviously it's very small. Pretty lightweight. I mean, it's hefty for the size, but overall for amplifiers, it's pretty lightweight. We've got some pretty standard controls here. You've got a gain, low, mid, high. Okay, that's your EQ section. You've got a volume, overall volume control, and then a reverb control. Of course, a little tiny power on switch down there and your input right there. Now, obviously, this is a solid state amplifier. And it's basically a single channel amplifier, and this is a head, right? You can plug this into any speaker cabinet you want. I'll get to some playing clips in a second and you can hear how it sounds, and it's really impressive, especially on the clean settings. But first, let's flip this bad boy around here. If you look at the back side, we've got some really nice features here. So, of course, you get the power in, it comes with a power adapter. Right here, you've got a line out, which you can use as a headphone output. But this is cabinet emulation, right? So if you want to go out of that into a recording interface, you can absolutely do that, and it sounds really, really good. Now the other thing here is an aux in, auxiliary in, right? So if you want to, run a backing track or plug your phone into this with just an auxiliary cord, you can do that right there. This jack here is your speaker output, and over here we have an effects loop. So even on this little tiny amplifier, you have an effects loop. I love having an effects loop on an amplifier. If an amp doesn't have an effects loop, I always feel limited by it, right? Because if you're going to run like reverb, which the amp has anyway, but let's say you wanted to run an outboard reverb or a delay pedal or maybe something like a flanger, some of those effects, they work best pretty much always in the effects loop. If you run them in front of the amp, especially when you have the gain turned up, it'll totally screw up the tone. So having that option of using the effects loop is a huge plus for me. Okay, now I mentioned at the beginning of the video that it's a small footprint, small price tag. So this amplifier only costs like $125, $130, right in that price range. I'll put some links, in the video description like usual. You can check out where you can get it. But that's about the price I've seen it going for. And honestly, with the size that this amplifier is, I mean, you could just about just put this in your pocket and go to a show. It's so small, really, and just the way that it is set up. It's got these little feet down here, little handles that you can grab it by. I think this is really meant to be set up like on your desk, right? So you can use this as a recording amplifier, or, you could do that, right? But if you wanted to, you can have it like I have it set up here. Just have a speaker cabinet, and this is the head, and you put it on top of the cabinet like a normal amplifier. Okay, but we need to listen more to how this amplifier sounds. It really, really impressed me with the clean tones. Now, one other thing, real quick, guys. If you guys enjoy videos like this and you really like affordable gear like this and you have not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing right now. I really enjoy making videos like this and checking out cool, affordable gear like this, and I'm really trying to grow the channel right now. Okay, so it's cool, it's small, very portable, it's got some cool features, but how does the amplifier sound? Okay, well, let's go ahead and plug something into it and see how it sounds. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so honestly, the tone of this amplifier really, really impressed me. A lot of the, pedal amps and miniature amplifiers, sometimes they're a little bit lacking in the tone. But this one, in particular, those clean tones were ridiculously good. I mean, it had a real nice brightness, kind of a snappiness to it. It kind of reminded me of a nice, clean Fender tone. Now, obviously, there is a gain control on here, and the gain control and the EQ controls, they have a pretty strong effect one way or the other. I think even when you turn up the gain, I wouldn't call it a high gain amplifier. I wouldn't refer to this as a metal amplifier unless you're going to boost it with a pedal, or you're going to use the amp on a clean setting, like turn the gain down and then use a separate distortion pedal or something like that. Then you could absolutely use it for metal. But on its own, I think where it really shines is in cleaner settings or kind of a low gain scenario, and it really does shine in those settings. I mentioned a few videos back that I was trying to work on my blues chops this year, and a lot of people were hassling me, rightly so, about my tone that I was using for my blues playing. So I've been trying to expand my array of amplifiers, and this is one of the new ones I've gotten recently. So I really like this. It has, like I said, really beautiful clean tones. And yeah, 125, 130 bucks, can't really go wrong. Okay, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of the sound or just the overall design of this amplifier? I'm impressed with the tone of it. I'm impressed with the build quality. It's very solid. All the controls are very, very smooth, and they feel really solid. Doesn't feel like they used any cheap plastic parts or anything like that. And of course, the price is right, which is always important to me. Once again, guys, I'm going to put links for the amplifier down in the video description below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.